Hello guys, this is Vysh. So today's editorial, you can see on the thumbnail, there are very interesting articles to be discussed. One is, I don't know how many of you seen this movie in Netflix, it is there, Mrs. Chatterjee versus Norway. Okay, so this is actually where foreign countries, okay, it's like Norway, I think Sweden, Australia, some countries where the rules of child care is very stringent. Okay, they consider themselves like they are the ones who knows to take care of children very nicely. Okay, meaning even you feed your child with your hands, they think like it is wrong. You are forcefully feeding the child, because Indian parents, they will be like that only, like child will be running around, then you will pull that child and then give the food into his mouth, and it will, when these people see that, they see like you are torturing the child. Okay, and if child performs bad in school, they assume that at the home the child is being tortured, child is being like crying, that is why he is not able to perform here well. Okay, or leave any, like he fell down, child fell down and some injury happened, you take to the hospital, immediately instead of treating the child, they immediately file a case against you, telling like you didn't take care of the child properly. Okay, I mean, children cannot fall down, children cannot be fed with your hand, children cannot be poor in studies. Everything is considered that your parenting is bad, your values are bad, your complete is wrong, and you are separated. And they literally come to your house, take your child and go away. Not like they deport you back to your country or something. They take the child and put them in their foster homes kind of home, and then they give that child for adoption to people who are there, like Norwegian people. Means, okay, you can take care of the child better, so take care. Okay, and this child will be like very like 1 year old child and all, they take and go, 1 year old, 2 year or 3 year old and all, and then this child don't know anything about their Indian values, everything, and then they grow up in this Norwegian culture, and finally you alienate from the complete Indian culture. This is actually literally happening. Okay, so this movie came already, and why we are discussing today, because this one Bengal related woman's case was already there, popular, and movie was made. But in Australia, same another Indian woman, she finally suicided yesterday. Okay, she suicided because after this battle of child custody, she was fighting the case, because the case, everything will be one-sided. Okay, there will be no support for you, nothing will be there. So they make sure that the case they win, the child is separated from the parents, and then nothing you can do. So finally she suicided. She was originally from Karnataka, and this case happened in Australia, okay, September 1. That is why this article came. So this we'll discuss at the end of this video, the more detailing about this, about child care and all. But this is what is, basically this is the thing, whatever I explained to you, this is the basic thing. Just the case studies of 2-3 examples of Norway, Australia, and I think Germany, 3 mothers who had to fight, and only that Bengal case, she got the child back, and that is why it became a movie also, that became more popular, that story. Okay, so we will discuss all this at the end of this video. And again, other things, if you see, ASEAN summit is very important summit. ASEAN related full static plus current affair we will discuss. Then we will discuss the life mission. You can see here on screen, lifestyle for environment, which India initiated, that we are asking the world to follow. So life mission, complete static and current affairs we will discuss. Okay, before that, you know, today live G20 summit is happening. Day 1 today, tomorrow day 2. And we have already given new membership to a new country, and what all live updates happened till that afternoon time, I have already made a video. Please watch it. Okay, ideally you should have watched it live, but if you did not do, at least watch this video. You will get all the information you need, and more episodes in this series will come if I find something very interesting. Very big things have, announcements have happened, like a transport corridor or economic corridor between India to Middle East to Europe directly through Dubai till France, not France, Greece. A very direct straight line kind of path is going to come. So big announcements again tomorrow also will come. So I'll keep making videos on that. And today there was a questionnaire session between these people. Amitabh Kant, he is the Sherpa. Okay, there is a concept of Sherpa in G20. Again, if you don't know that, watch that video and you will understand. Okay, so he is the one excellently giving answers about how India is growing fast, and like the full bold answers. Usually in earlier G20 summits and all, you won't see this aggressive side of India. Okay, India will be little like calm and everything all. But now foreign minister, especially S. Jaishankar, he is very like to the point. If anybody asks about Kashmir issue or Pakistan, terrorism, economy, anything, the answer he gives is like brilliant answers. Okay, so you can also learn from that. He's a diplomat, and he knows how to diplomatically tell it in a very, like, without hurting anyone and without making it controversial. He knows to tell India's stand very clearly. So listen more. Okay, you may not like maybe Modi's government or BJP and all, certain people. Follow these people at least. Follow on Instagram S. Jaishankar, the page of Ministry of External Affairs, the Ministry of Road and Transport, Nitin Gadkari. These people and all you should follow. Okay, so that helps you develop your personality also, how to answer questions when it comes like bouncers on you. You can learn from these people. Okay, So again we'll discuss, I'll show you a few questions about ASEAN which came like 2016 RCEP, Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, often appeared in the news in context of the affairs of group of countries known as what? So they gave G20, ASEAN, SCO, SAARC, everything is familiar to you, but in the exam hall, whoever did current affairs will know it was a very easy thing because India rejected to be the part of RCEP. That is why it was in the news. Okay, so RCEP is like again ASEAN countries, 10 countries are there which I will teach you, plus 5 other countries. Okay, actually if India was there, it would have become 6 other countries. So that again we will see. Answer is ASEAN. And second one, if you see 2018, consider the following countries. They gave some countries and told which of the above are among the free trade partners of ASEAN. Okay, meaning 10 members ASEAN is there with whom they have FTA or free trade agreement. Okay, so you can see Canada and USA will not be there. Okay, whoever is near to Southeast Asia, you take them alone. Okay, near to that Southeast Asian bloc, like Australia is there, India is there, China is there, Japan is there. So it will be 1, 3, 4, 5 kind of thing. Okay, Canada, USA won't be there. So like that. Sometimes with the geography map alone you can solve the questions if you know. Then in the Mekong Ganga Cooperation, MGC, which is another initiative of another set of countries, which are the following are not a participant. Okay, so Mekong is actually a very big river which starts from China and goes till that last Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam. It goes till there and falls into the South China Sea. That also UPSC have asked, where does that river goes and falls? Okay, so that if you see China, even though the river passes through it, the initiative China is not there. Okay, so China is not there means you will you need 3 in the answer. They are asking not a participant. Okay, so this will go away and this will go away. So 1, 3 and 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 1, 3 is like Bangladesh. So Bangladesh also is part of your SAARC and other things and all, but not part of Mekong Ganga. So Bangladesh also you should go. Answer will be C, 1 and 3. Okay, because it is, as I told, the Cambodia, Myanmar, Thailand, that's it, Southeast Asian countries, and India is also there. Okay, 6 countries is there. If you know, tell in comment section which are the 6 countries. Okay, already here 3 countries are there: Cambodia, Myanmar, Thailand. India is also there. 4. 2 more is there. Tell me that 2 extra countries which is there in Mekong Ganga Cooperation. This is how you study. Okay, when better article comes on MGC, I will discuss that also in detail. Okay, now articles I told, this one we will discuss, ASEAN Summit we will discuss, and this children separated from parents we will discuss. Okay, this one is just, you know, elections. Yesterday by-elections happened, like by-elections sometimes in the middle of the term itself, sometimes election has to be conducted, and in Tripura 2 places I think BJP won, another 2 places, 1 place also BJP won, and other 4 places the Congress and that other, mix of parties are there now, they are winning here and there. Kerala Congress won, and somewhere else again Congress again won here and there. Okay, meaning their alliance, Samajwadi Party won in somewhere in UP. So like that, those alliances people won in 4 places, and these BJP people I think in 3 places. So 7 polls, 1 nation 7 polls yesterday. So that is election. Okay, and criminal bill recently I think 2 days back only we discussed. Every day we don't have to keep discussing this. Okay, and this is ground zero. Again they are telling about this hilltop. Okay, this Kuruntara Malay. So that Malay, wherever it is, if you want, again Google and find out where is the location and tell me in comment section. Okay, this is a place here. Okay, like that you do some research yourself also. So 2 questions I asked you, answer in comment section. Okay, current affairs if you want, please come and contact me in WhatsApp. Offers and all are still existing as of showed here. You can just come and WhatsApp me. Okay, so now we will go to the summit. So very interesting thing you have to know is Modi has gone there for like not even 1 day. It is like 3/4 of a day. Okay, because that shows our commitment. We are not even a member of ASEAN. Okay, we are not a member of RCEP. We have free trade agreement with ASEAN, and that full relationship I'll teach you now. But here we are like hosting the G20 on 8, 9, 10 September. And this is happening on 6th and 7th September. Okay, 6th and 7th September this is happening. 8, 9, 10 our G20 is happening, where the complete world leaders are expected to come, and Modi is going there also. That shows the commitment of India towards ASEAN. Okay, we don't want to be left out, because the ASEAN has a very like plan of countering China and all in a way, and so we want to establish that we are a more reliable partner. We won't put many soft loans on you and then take away your land or put very stringent conditions. We are going to be more useful to you than China. So that we are asserting very strongly here. Okay, so this commitment which is shown is like highly appreciable, because usually people won't do. Here actually USA also was invited, but Joe Biden decided not to go here, will directly come to India. Okay, he didn't think like I will go here also and here also. Like that, people are skipping this and coming to G20. But Modi decided I will go there and then wait here to welcome everyone. Okay, so ASEAN, after going there, he told ASEAN is central pillar of India's Act East policy. Okay, because we have this, first we had Look East policy during 90s and all, then we upgraded it to Act East policy. We are actually acting and implementing many things. Our East means what? Bangladesh onwards, Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, Philippines, Japan, Korea, everything. If you see, that is, majority of the countries are part of your ASEAN only. That is why ASEAN is a central pillar of our this thing. Okay. And where this summit happened? In Jakarta, Indonesia. Okay, Jakarta, initial old capital of Indonesia, now new capital. Now try to find out the new capital of Indonesia and tell in comment section. Okay, then the map you can see, this is the ASEAN grouping. Okay, the 10 countries you can see here. I will tell you the trick also how to remember this. So here, the 10 members are BPL TV mimics. Okay, Brunei, Philippines, Laos, BPL. TV is Thailand and Vietnam. Mimics is Myanmar, Indonesia, Malaysia, Cambodia and Singapore. 10 countries, and this was when starting. There were not 10 countries was not there, only 5 countries was there as the founding members. In 1967 in Bangkok, Thailand, they had a Bangkok declaration and 5 countries came together, which is like PMIST or PMIST, however you want, you can by heart it. Okay, PMIST. So that is Philippines, Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore, Thailand. Okay, this is the founding members. Then chairmanship, it rotates. Okay, it rotates annually based on the alphabetic order of their naming convention. And then totally around 662 million people are there. GDP of around $3.2 trillion is there as of 2022. So it's a very big, very important block. Okay, that is why India knows the value of these countries. Okay, for our import, export, everything we need. That and all I will show you how much we are doing import, export and all. So it's a regional group, but it's a very important group in the Southeast Asia, especially the Indo-Pacific area, which we call, where USA, Russia, everybody has interest there. Okay, China also. So now timeline wise, if you see India's relation with ASEAN, 1992 ASEAN-India dialogue relation started. Okay, we told it's a sectoral partnership. We just started our talks. 1995, it became a full dialogue partnership. Okay, some terms when they upgrade. 2002, it became a summit level partnership, meaning India ASEAN summits will start happening. Then we signed free trade agreement. Okay, one for goods and then for services, 2009 and 2014. Then we had the first ever military exercise in 2016, India versus ASEAN. Then 2022, we elevated this to strategic partnership and comprehensive strategic partnership, meaning in between that timeline, it became strategic, then it became comprehensive strategic also. Exact time is not required, but like that it went. 2023 now, the first ever ASEAN Indian maritime exercise, the naval exercise happened. Okay, and that took place in the South China Sea. So that will obviously anger China also. So like that happened in 2023. And 2023 September, now I told, Modi went there in spite of the fact that he has to quickly come back and host here the G20 summit. He went there for half a day or one day. He went there, told his point and came back. Okay, and the theme of this year's summit is ASEAN Matters, epicentrum of growth. Okay, so that itself shows they value themselves, they understand their value, how important they are to the world. Okay, now the FTA, the free trade agreement, I told you, it came into effect, and that time onwards our trade has doubled. Okay, but it is more positive to them because we are actually importing more. Okay, and we are exporting less because Chinese cheap products are there, so they will always prefer taking from China, and so China's export is more to them and our export is very less. So that we are trying to increase. That is what Modi is running around and trying to establish that. Okay, throw away China from everywhere. Today's news you would have seen, China has banned iPhone. Okay, they already banned almost all the US social media and everything and all. So iPhone, like I think for the government officials and many things and all, most people cannot use iPhone there now. So obviously, where will iPhone look at? Apple look at? Apple look to India because the biggest population is here. So maybe now new offers will come, or maybe they'll try to sell more in India now because the big market of China is gone. Okay. So like that, follow the news. Okay, this is what I told you. You cannot study current affairs. You have to be aware of these things. Automatically you will know. Okay, when Instagram and all is scrolling, instead of looking this unwanted TikTok video, dance videos, and if you once or twice see any good news item, then Instagram algorithm itself will pick it up and tomorrow onward show you that kind of things only. What you see, that only they keep showing you again and again. So you decide what you want to or how you want to use social media. Okay, people keep telling phone is distracting me and all. Phone, if you are using for the right purpose, it will not distract you. It will show you the correct news only. Because we also follow Instagram. I am 24 hours on Instagram, YouTube, WhatsApp and all. But my work is happening. I am teaching you everything. Because anything happens, I will come to know. Because we are following that many pages, or our taste is like that. We are looking such things that again more such things will come. Okay, so we can provide you more and more information. Okay, so make use of phone and social media wisely. Now, this came into effect, I told, commodity trade, and this thing has reached around 98, meaning almost $100 billion worth trade in 2022. This is the timeline of India and ASEAN relationship. Okay, and like India, other countries like USA, China, Japan, Australia, all these are dialogue partners. Okay, and most of them has free trade agreement also. That MCQ I showed you, many countries have free trade agreement with ASEAN. Okay, so India and ASEAN together are trying to establish a rule-based security architecture. Okay, meaning China, has aggressive policy, no rules, nothing. They do whatever is in their favor. So India, ASEAN has a capability to make it more rules oriented, more moral, ethical, more respecting each other. That kind of architecture we can create. Okay, and rank wise, ASEAN is India's 4th largest trading partner. So that much trade we are doing. Okay. And then India has a CECA with various countries of the ASEAN. I told you there is like PTA is there, preferential trade agreement, FTA is there, free trade agreement, then the CECA is there, and then like the CAPA is there. After that, after everything is over, there will be a customs union, customs market like a African Union, a European Union. That's a ultimate, meaning everything free movement of goods, services, people, jobs, everything free movement. That's ultimate level. So we have this 3rd or 4th level type comprehensive economic cooperation agreement with most of the countries within ASEAN. That BPLTV mimics, I told you, 10 countries. In that, most of the countries we have that thing. And the main trading partners are Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia, Vietnam, and Thailand, our most important trading partners. And also to establish more relation, we have established this ASEAN India centers here and there. We have established, okay, like our cultural centers and all. We have these centers also. Then again, financial assistance. Whenever ASEAN people, because everyone are not very rich countries and all, when they need financial aid and all, we provide it through different means. Like we have ASEAN India Cooperation Fund, we have ASEAN India Science and Tech Development Fund, we have ASEAN India Green Fund. So everything we have established a fund, and we are helping the ASEAN nations. Okay, then we have undertaken several projects. This we have already made separate videos. The India, Myanmar, Thailand trilateral highway, then Kaladan multimodal project. Kaladan is a river actually in that Myanmar area. So that river, it's a multimodal, meaning river, road, rail, everything is there. Okay, India, we from our side we will reach back in our northeast only from West Bengal, but that route is through the other country. Okay. Then we are also trying a maritime transportation agreement with ASEAN. Then there is a railway link planned at New Delhi in India to Hanoi in Vietnam. So tourism and all we are focusing, we are improving this connectivity. Okay, so these are all in your mains. You should use these points. Okay, defense or connectivity, economics, funding, everything we should show. Every angle you should show. Just writing 1 or 2 common points is not enough. Example should be there. Okay, now before going to latest summit, the last year summit, 2022 summit, when I think Vice President had attended, and 19th summit it was, that was in Cambodia. This time it is 20th summit, Modi attended in Jakarta, Indonesia. Okay, so that time we had a joint statement, as I told, elevation of the existing strategic partnership to comprehensive strategic partnership. And also we told we should speed up or expedite the ASEAN India Trade in Goods Agreement. AITIGA, if UPSC asks, it's a trade agreement which we are trying to enhance or speed up between India and ASEAN. Then maintaining ASEAN centrality, meaning in the Indo-Pacific area, ASEAN comes at the kind of center between Indian Ocean and Pacific Ocean. So India also respects that. ASEAN is the center pillar of the Indo-Pacific. Okay. And we have different other summit. Like I told, ASEAN meeting will happen, 10 members. Then ASEAN will meet with India, ASEAN India summit. Then we have an East Asia summit. So that if you see here in my go to VYSHIANS shorts, okay, under the short section, I've already explained ASEAN, RCEP, East Asia Summit. Okay, it's like 10 countries, 15 countries and 18 countries. With a trick how to remember it, I have explained in that 30 seconds reel it is. Just watch that, you will get the full idea. Okay, so East Asia Summit is like, it has USA and Russia also. That is the extra addition. So now here if you see, then post minister conference, PMC +1. Okay, meaning again after the conference, again ASEAN and India will meet. Then ASEAN regional forum is there, which again has around 18 to 20 countries. Okay, I think 27 countries are there in that. Then there is ASEAN defense ministers meeting, ADMM plus, and then expanded ASEAN maritime forum. Like this, multiple ways are there which India and ASEAN keeps meeting each other. Okay, and there is this ASEAN +6 grouping, which I told, which actually is RCEP, but they consider India also part of it, even though we are not officially signed and all. When they count ASEAN +6, India is also part of it. Okay, and the remaining Remaining countries are China, Japan, South Korea, New Zealand and Australia. So this actually ASEAN 10 plus this 5 listed here is the RCEP group. And then India also they consider when they count ASEAN plus 6. Okay, even though we are not part of RCEP. So this is the basics of ASEAN 2022. Now going to 2023 summit. In that we have given a 12-point proposition. 12-point we are like we want to give to ASEAN. Okay, India wants to give. In that one of the thing is life mission. So that 12 points I'll come. Before that life mission we'll go through, because I got a chance to explain that. I thought I will finish that. So mission life or life for environment in around 2019 or something, we had announced here, see, COP26. The UNFCCC COP summit happens every year in December. So that time India had given this mass movement to the world where our lifestyle, if we change little bit small things, we can save the environment. We can fight against climate change. Okay, so it's a life mission, which is lifestyle for environment mission is the full form, to combat climate change, and India included this in our NDC. NDC is what? Nationally Determined Contribution. That is, when we decided that we have to attain our sustainable development goals, we have to achieve climate change like fighting. That time every country had to submit one paper telling these are the things we will do, like this much, like 30% forest we will conserve, this much carbon dioxide we will reduce, like there some numbers are there. So that is called nationally determined contributions, and every country has to give it. India was the first country also to give, and every year we update it also. So this life mission we included in our NDC, and we are telling the world you should also do it. Okay, starting with ASEAN, they are telling you should also do it. Okay, so that Modi's speech and all you can see here, you can quote that exact thing, whatever you can see here. In PIB it is there. You can directly quote it and use it in your mains answer when life mission question comes. Okay, now objectives is what? To translate the vision of life to measurable impact. Okay, so at least 1 billion Indians and other global citizens to take individual and collective action for protecting and preserving the environment between 2022 to 2027. You do certain small steps that you can itself contribute to fighting against climate change. Okay, 1 billion Indians and several other global citizens. Okay, so within India, at least 80% of the villages and urban local bodies are aiming to become environment friendly by 2028. Okay, so like this timeline is very important. If you quote these kind of minimal points, you will get marks. Okay, so a pro-planet people, that is what is the kind of motto you can tell. Okay, again the other thing is also there, reduce, recycle, reuse, that is also there, and this pro-planet people, this kind of things and all, our bureaucrats only decide. Okay, the IAS, IPS people who are there behind this Modi's cabinet and all, they only design all these policies and give. So that's catchy words you should also use in your exams. And why this is critical? Because environmental degradation and climate change things are affecting the population across the globe. So everybody should implement this life mission. Okay. Nearly 3 billion people are projected to experience chronic water scarcity due to droughts at 2 degrees Celsius warming. So this and all is like the impacts. So you should write in your climate change. Any other question comes also, you can use all this. Why do we need sustainable development goal? Why need to fight against climate change? These are the points you have to write. Okay. It is estimated that global economy could lose up to 18% of GDP by 2050. Okay. Without urgent action by one and all. So this thing, up till you give UPSC 2050, if you are giving, you can use this dialogue again and again in your exam. Okay, every attempt. Don't think it will get updated. It's the same thing. You have to use this in your answers. Okay, now implementation mechanism. Okay, how you will do? So it will be implemented on mission mode, scientific and measurable program, India's commitment to walk the talk on climate change. Meaning we not only talk, we actually walk and show, or we lead the path and show the world how it should be. So it will be coordinated by the ministries, non-exhaustive list of 75 life actions which we should do in each individual or community, that will be listed, and such things, okay, which can be measured, and then identification of key performance indicators, creation of a life dashboard so that you can monitor it, and then there is 3 steps actually, okay, meaning 3 phases of this is there, not like one day. As I told, 5 years you are planning this. So there is 3 phases, which only one phase will implement now this year. Okay, that is, first is change in the demand, meaning first people itself tell we will not use like plastic, we will not use that. So we change our demand. Okay, that this is how we don't need such things which are causing problems in the environment. So demand you change, that is your first step, first phase. Then automatically next one will be change in supply. So the companies, industries, everybody will understand now no point doing that. We should instead make with bamboo, or we should make with something which is recyclable. So like that supply will start changing. Then in the 3rd year or 4th year, then we will have a change in policy. Governments will design such policies that now complete ban will happen. Okay, because now suddenly if you ban plastic or something, everything thing will get stuck. You cannot directly launch a policy. So you have to make the habitual change in people. Then the industries will start working towards it. Then the policy will come like, okay, slowly we are phasing out. No more plastic, no more this thing, no more that thing. Only bamboo, only jute. Like that, they will start making policies. So these are the 3 phases which you have to use in your, like this little box. If you write in the exam paper, you will get full marks. Okay, and then again, that same thing, if you see in a picture format, one second, if you see in a picture format here, see how it works: changing demand, changing supply, and then changing policy. Okay, so this also you can draw in your mains answer opening line. It's a life mission, how it works. You draw this and then you start writing. There itself you will get 1-2 marks simply for that picture. Okay, now 22, 23, I told first year. Okay, first year, the first phase, that is change in demand. So that will work. 75th year of independence. So 75 life actions, and what and all, if you click here in PIB, you go and click here, that life actions also will be there. That much detailing you cannot write in your exam, but you can see here examples. Okay, like switching off the car or scooter engine when you are in traffic light and all, people keep racing the bike and your petrol is still simply burning. Okay, so that you can stop. So that will save a lot of energy. So this exact 5 points you can write in your exam. Don't write too much. Okay, turning off the running tap and all when not in use. Okay, we see many people are like brushing the teeth and all, you are brushing and that water is simply going. You yourself do small changes like that. If 1 billion citizens do it right, a huge impact will come. Okay, then using a cloth bag instead of a plastic while going for shopping and all, we don't carry the bag, we go there, we tell, okay, we need bag also. And this grocery people, they will, or the supermarket people, they will give you that plastic bag. Okay, and that they will charge you also for that. And then after that you will go and throw it somewhere. Then after that, next time again you go without the bag. So you have a cloth bag, one permanent bag. Keep it like where you keep your car keys and all in your house, right? When you are going out of the house, you always take the key, bike key, car key and all. There itself hang this bag. So when you go, you'll remember, okay, this also I have to take. Or if you're taking a bag or handbag all the time, fold it and keep it inside already. So whenever you go out and by chance, like today you didn't have plan for shopping, but suddenly you want to shop, you still have that cloth bag in your purse already with you. So like this small changes start doing. Don't use plastic items, don't use this. So change it. Okay. Then the 4th one, discarding non-functioning gadgets in the nearest e-cycling units. Okay, this we also like e-recycling. We also, I have at least like 10-15 old mobile phones and old laptops. This and all we don't throw usually. It will be there in our cupboard or in some old like storeroom or somewhere. We will be like leaving it. It will stay like that forever and it will get degraded and some chemicals will get emitted from it. So it's all lying there. So we should learn to, and this actually government also has to do, more and more recycling centers should be there in every this much distance so that you can go and deposit there also. So that also hopefully new initiatives you will see, but at least if you can do like in your college or something, you or somewhere you start doing this, collect all the old things and then you find out where is the nearest center and you together go and deposit it. Okay, then you shoot a video of that and you upload it in your social media, then inspire more people. Okay, one youth actually can do many things. You don't have to be an IAS or IPS to bring changes. Most of the people want to become IAS, IPS just for the power and the collector bungalow and the car and the people saluting you. The power only most people want. These dialogues which people tell that I want to change India, I want to do the like help the poor people. This is only 1% of most of the people's goal. Okay, 99% is you want fame and money and a secure job only. Okay, so if really you want to do change means before even reaching the interview stage and all, do these kind of things. Make a social media page and start doing small things and keep doing things. So when you go to the interview, they will ask you certain things. You can tell, see, I'm already doing this. I'm a volunteer there. I'm a volunteer here. I have brought changes in this many people's life. Do many things by yourself. Okay, you should behave like you are already an IAS or IPS before becoming that. Okay, then only you will reach there. It's not like write the exam and then give some fake interview, fake ethics answers you write and show yourself an ethical person. That's not how it is. You have to do things, then only you actually deserve to go to that Missouri and then do the training and finally become a collector or IPS officer. Okay. So understand, you will understand over the preparation journey, you will understand more things. Then waste food at home and all. Okay, a lot of food is getting wasted. Even in any function, marriage function, anything happens in your place and all, many things get wasted. Now there are many, I think, numbers are there where you can call and give your extra food, wastage food and all, and they will take and give it to somebody else. Like that, some units are working. So that on Google, you will get the information. So whenever some function is happening in your house, this also you inquire. You inquire the best catering, the best event management, best everything you look best. But after that, where to dispose is that most of the people are not thinking. You just take it in a sack and then go and throw it somewhere. Okay, so think of that angle also, what to do after that when the event is over. Okay, Then to the world also they are telling what all mission life want to give to the world. Global call for ideas and papers, that is again friendly relations. And then we are telling the top 5 ideas, everybody give ideas, and the top 5 ideas we will be telling in the International Life Conference which happens. Then again global best traditional practices. Okay, there will be many things which you, when you go back to your old and traditional life and all, many things are there which is there, the lifestyle, okay, including your washing hands, or when you come from outside washing your feet. There are basic things. So this and all as ideas you should generate. And then partnering, the Ministry of Environment, Ministry of External Affairs, the Niti Aayog, everybody is continuously like trying to build capacities with countries and implement the mission life for their respective population, meaning each country's need will be different. So partner and then find solutions. Then a proposed International Life Day, like we have international, like today is I think International First Aid Day, or yesterday was Literacy Day, like that. International Life Day in the UN, we are trying to push it and make it a particular day as International Life Day. Okay, then again one more slide, that is India's practices, India's traditional practices are there, where like as I told, electricity consumption or hand washing, sun drying of clothes, many things are there which we already do in our life which others are not doing. USA, Europe and all, everything happens in the machine. They don't dry maybe in the clothes in the sun, or many things are there which they are dependent fully on the machines inside the house. So if we switch to that, less use of machines, less use of electronics or electricity, everything, then many change can happen. Okay, again lot of water harvesting techniques we have, which in like Rajasthan and everywhere we have this tanks and this Johads of Rajasthan, Zabo of Nagaland. This and all in the match the following UPSC will ask. Already water harvesting systems of the of the country, already match the following has come. Okay, then clay, use of clay, or this kullad is there, clay pot we use for having tea or keeping the water cool and all. Like this, small things you have to start implementing. Okay, because we all don't do it, I know that, but we have to start doing slowly changes, so that it will help our domestic market also and the world also in totality. So this is one of the things which is proposed in the latest ASEAN summit. The 12 points I'll show you. One of the point is that. Second point is about the disaster. Okay, we have this coalition for disaster resilient infrastructure, which India is the headquarters also. New Delhi is the headquarters. September 2019 only it was formed. And these are the founder countries. If you see, you can note down, including Mongolia, Rwanda and others there. So that, okay, along with UN, other banks and all, they will, it's actually for fighting against the disaster. So this also to the world or to the ASEAN, India has dedicated. So that 12 points is the final conclusion of this article. Mission Life, the first point, and the last point is what I told now, coalition for disaster, this thing. We are inviting ASEAN countries to join it. Then other things are multimodal connectivity, digital infrastructure, meaning our UPI, everything we'll share. Then ASEAN Digital, India Digital Fund, a fund we'll make for doing future digital kind of things, artificial intelligence, digital, cyber. For that a fund we will create. Then collective fight against the threat, okay, whether it is terrorism, terror financing, cyber attack, everything we'll have a common goal to fight with this thing. Multilateral engagement, okay, like the global south which I keep telling, which the north people, meaning the developed people, think we are all global south. So we should have a unity, we should have multilateral engagements, and then we should again show to the world that we are doing much better things than them. Okay, then maritime cooperation, that is again through waterways. So we'll have a lot of cooperation in security and trade and military exercise and all. Then food security, because a lot of you see rice shortage, food shortage is there across the globe. So that related we'll do something. Then Research Institute, okay, so Economic and Research Institute of ASEAN and East Asia, ERIA. So that we will support each other and renew it and promote more and more research. Then Traditional Medicine Center, again with WHO, India is doing this Global Center for Traditional Medicine, something is there. Okay, so that one we are inviting ASEAN also to join that. Okay, the Global Center for Traditional Medicine. Then affordable medicines, we already have Jan Aushadhi Kendra and all. So our experience and our methods and all, we will share with them also and invite them also, because they also have a lot of traditional knowledge. Then the disaster thing. These are the 12 points or outcome of 2023 summit. So everything which I told you now is not there in the Hindu. It was completely static plus till now what current affair happened. Okay, so your ASEAN preparation is complete. Today's Hindu, this came like in Jakarta, they was there, 10 people met, and then Modi's presence was like very good, opportunity to cement our traditional ties. Then UNCTAD one report came that global trade update, it came and told like 2023 it's like negative. Most of the people's trade is going to go bad because the world economic forecast is like that. Lot of inflation is there, financial vulnerability is there, geopolitical tension, war and all is going on, so it's all going to be negative. Okay, and again the food security crisis is there. Okay, even India, because of inflation issue, we banned the export of rice and all, and many places it was like no issue. Okay, and again in Turkey area also there is a grain related one deal is there, Black Sea grain deal, that also is a problem. So like that everywhere rice shortage and food crisis is there. So overall it's a negative thing going on in the world. So now Modi going there and meeting and telling these many 12 points and all, it can solve many issues, or it will be a moving towards positivity. Okay, and same thing again, El Nino, you know, where India will not get rains and it will be a very desert kind of environment, dry climate. So that is expected this year, meaning the next year, coming year. So that is again going to create more and more food shortage, and COVID related we are coming out of the issue. Okay, so a message to ASEAN members: India is a more reliable long-term strategic and economic partner which has no territorial ambitions that could discomfort you. So meaning directly, indirectly or directly it has told about China. Okay, so we will amplify the concerns of the global south and we will mutually benefit each other. So we should again make use of our free trade agreement, as I told, because our imports are far outpacing export. I told you already, we are importing more, but we should export also. So that deficit we have to balance, because Chinese goods and all, we have to somehow make them stop using Chinese goods, and India needs to stay closely engaged with ASEAN members, because now the trade is, as I told, slow down, and Western market and all, they are not accessing much. So India is a place, India has a very good a very good chance to become a all-weather ally, meaning full time you can depend on us. Okay, this is the overall article. So I have discussed in so much detail that now ASEAN related you don't need anything else. Okay, unless a new member gets added to ASEAN or something, you don't need anything else for your prelims and mains. Now this thing, if you see, this is the real photo and the real the movie photo. Chatterjee, Mrs. Chatterjee, the movie name was Mrs. Chatterjee versus Norway. Okay, so she got back her child actually, and now the child is, I think, 3 years old or something. So that it is okay, and she's in India now. Okay, so she went there with husband and settled there, software or some company he was working. The full thing, better you watch the movie, because it actually shows the pain. Okay, I've taken some scenes from that, like they were like happily living there, and these people, okay, this child care center people, they will come like inspection kind of, whenever a new family comes, they will come to meet and they will shoot, they will look how you are feeding the child. So you will not understand what they are doing. They will feel like, okay, a friendly, maybe a normal round of something and this thing, but in front of you itself, or when you suddenly turn to the kitchen or something, they will take your child and run away from there, and she is chasing that car, and they took the child and went, no questions, nothing. If they find it like their checkbox is like not fulfilling, they will take the child and go. Not like you come and give your child here, or come, we'll see in court, nothing like that. They literally take your child and go when you are not looking. Okay, so that she ran, and then she fought the case. There also they will appoint a government vakil there, and all the papers, right, which comes, it will be written in their language, Norway language or German language, which you won't understand. So everything they write, whatever, put some fake clauses, and then something they make you run around the court for some days, and then after that, child is gone. Child is in another foster home. Okay, so that's what happened in Australia. This Priyadarshini Patil, okay, this first person in Australia, she suicided after a long battle with the regarding the custody of the child. And then this Dhara Shah is actually, I think, Germany, and this photo which I showed, that is Sagariga Chakrabarti, the Bengal thing. Okay, that only in the movie they made Chatterjee, and they showed the movie. So this mother's issue in different countries, but they're using the same template. All the countries are using the same methodology. Everywhere it's the same issue, and this mother ended her life, mother of two, working in IT industry. Okay, so Australian Child Protection Authorities, I think she went with the child to the doctor, injury or something, and immediately they are telling, you did not take care of the child, you did this, and they took the custody of the child. So that is Australia's case. Germany, again, software engineer husband and separated from the baby girl, now 2.5 years old, and that I think it is still there. Okay, the Indian government has intervened asking for the baby's return, but Germany is yet to relent, meaning the child is still with the German authorities in that second case. Okay, and this, as I told, it's full case study only, full things I have already explained to you. So this cases across different jurisdiction increased in frequency over the years and follow a similar playbook, a similar template. Okay, see that they have given in points. A young family moves to work in a high income country. The parents are accused of abusing their child, either by the school, where the child is struggling to adjust to the foreign ways, or a hospital where they take the injured child or sick treatment, Then the trial happens, which is very one-sided. Assessments by social workers who are culturally prejudiced, meaning first itself they have decided, they don't listen to what you tell. We have seen it, that you are feeding the child with your hand, the child is crying in the school, something they tell, and they already decided. So the parental custody is terminated. The child and its siblings are then placed in a foster care for the entirety of their childhood. Contact with parents is completely barred, meaning they can't, like if they visit also, it's like, okay, 1 hour visit and then go. Every Sunday 1 hour you can visit. That much only they allow. And then after that, the child is completely alienated from the parents. Okay, so typically these children placed in local foster care without ethnic or cultural link with the child's origin, and consequently these children lose their identity and are unable to develop any bond with their country of origin or their extended family. Okay, because in ordinary circumstances, ideally the rule is that, you are not capable, you give to your extended family, your uncle, auntie, cousins, anyone, but in the same country. But you know that we won't have any relatives in Norway or Germany and all. Maybe one couple will go there and settle with their child. You may not have anyone there. So they don't allow you to go back also. They just take the child and go. Okay. And most of the people will not be in a position to come back also. They will be like just started the job. The career will be at its peak or something, that you can't do anything. So they are completely stuck there. Okay. Or the husband also will not be supporting. That in the movie you can see, that movie, the husband was more career oriented and his Norway related whatever proceed, that he was more concerned than the child. Okay, that is why they had to struggle more, and then she finally had to do the battle alone, the case. So this is where the playbook needs to change, meaning the rules they have to change. Okay, they have to consider all the the sentiments of the people. Okay, see, they ignore cultural sensitivity, separating children from their even extended families. That itself actually is an abuse of child rights. Okay, you're telling this basic things as child abuse. You separating a child from the mother is the biggest child right abuse. Okay, so that is what the author is suggesting, and returning to the home country should be what should be considered, and not go and put it in the foster area. Okay, so that is what the author's suggestion is, and this one again, the movie, please go and watch. The same thing they have mentioned, and this term, okay, sanctimonious views, this you can use in your answer. That is actually same thing. Foreign nations shed their sanctimonious views, meaning they consider themselves superior, meaning their way of taking care of child is good. So you people all are below us, you don't know, our rules are perfect, our rule is final, you should learn to listen to our views. Okay, so that line, that exact red line, you can use in your answer in case child custody related a question comes, or even in interview you can use this. Okay, so that's the two articles, very important lengthy articles we discussed about ASEAN. So WhatsApp me for getting the test series related information, and more announcements are going to come, and tell me in comment section what you like or what is the feedback for us, so that we can improve, okay, every day. And again, Instagram also, I post a lot of things today also, G20 related, many things I have posted. So keep follow. Thank you and have a nice day.